people practice mermaid, it can be difficult for varying reasons. It could be a knee issue, it could be a hip issue. So if we look at the way mermaid is, whether it's this stance or the stack stance, it can be hard if we don't have the flexibility to get into the position. And part of it is a lot of people have space underneath their hip, and when you're tight, your body's reaching for support through that hip, and that can be a lot of strain in the joint if you don't have that flexibility. So the first simple modification is just straightening the leg. So here, that might be all that the person needs to do to resolve the issue. And like, if this hip is tight and the knee's sticking up, not a problem. What you can do is take something and just place it under the knee. Again, so that hip or knee joint isn't straining to reach down to the floor. So that's part of it, is that gravity is there and the joints are reaching. So when it's the sit bone, the other option is placing something underneath the hip. So the yoga block here is actually too much for me because I'm not far from the floor. So I can take a couple of mats and slide it underneath. And then that's bringing the floor to the sit bone and supporting it. And then there's no strain into the joint. The other thing to look at is actually sitting on a block of some sort. So again, a yoga block could be all that the person needs. So you would place it just to raise you up, and that might work. And again, you might need to straighten the leg, and that works as well. Or you can look at a bigger box. So here I've got, I don't know my measurements, a foot and a half, maybe. So I'm letting this leg hang on the box, and then I'm pulling this thigh back. So if I just switch the way I am appearing on the box, this thigh is drawing back, this leg is hanging. So you could use this, the side of a chair, a box, then you can do your mermaid. You can go into your side stretch, reaching up and over. It actually feels really nice because it adds in the side stretch into the hip because of the position, and then you still get the nice side stretch in the opposite direction. If there's rotation that's happening, you can still do it on the box with the legs in that position. So lots of options, whether you're placing small blocks or pads underneath the hips, whether you're completely raising yourself up or just straightening the leg. Even here, some people struggle with this position. That's fine. We just let that leg sit. We can sit on a chair and still do our side bends. Lots of options. Just trying to play with it and see what works for you. If you have any questions, just let me know.